Okay, so one of the big features of Pre-Approve Me, especially in a purchase market, is the ability for you to create a standard for your clients to go out there and run numbers, identify their payment, figure out if they qualify for particular homes in real time, and issue their own pre-approval letters, which, as you can imagine, as a busy loan officer, is a tremendous value because you no longer have to be sort of pulled away from doing the things you want in order to solve your clients' urgent needs. It also keeps them much more captive in your ecosystem and using a tool that you provided that's more accurate than any calculator they're going to find on Zillow and Bankrate and Trulia and all these other websites that have calculators designed to take your customer's contact information and sell it to the competition. And that is how you pitch it to your clients, by the way. So when you're introducing it to them, that's how you want to do it. The purpose of this video is to show you how to build that loan officer approved scenario. Now, if you're integrated with an LOS like LendingPad, Point, Encompass, whatever, the data might be coming over from that system and creating for you automatically this loan officer approved scenario. If it's not coming over automatically, you can manually build it by importing a 3.4 or 3.2 file directly into our system. This is the update button. So find the loan that exists or create a loan and update here. That's going to build the terms. It's going to add the customer's income. It's going to add their debts. If you need to manually adjust it or you need to manually build it, all you're going to do is you're going to click this button and you can fill out the information. Now you see lots of red here. Red is bad. Red means stop. As you can see, this customer is not qualified based on the scenario that I built in here. So what does this look like? Well, I've got a DTI of 60.5. I've got an income of $7,000 a month, $250 a month in debts, and you can see I'm following the red from top to bottom. Not qualified. Income and debts are throwing my DTI off, which is set to a restriction of 43%. So my clients are going to be given the thumbs up as they go out there and they look for homes up to that 43% number. Well, 60 is more than 43. So this isn't going to work. So I have to fix it in one of two places. I either need to adjust their financial position. So maybe they have more income, maybe the loan amount's too high, maybe the rate's too high. Something's got to give on the borrower's qualification side, or maybe something has to give on the guidelines side. Okay, so this is divide and conquer. So right here in the middle, guys, it is borrower details scenario. So everything up here is your borrower details. Everything on the left here is your kind of like your loan scenario, purchase price, down payment, taxes, insurance, etc. And everything on the right is going to be your program guidelines. Okay, so this is what we're measuring the details of the loan against. So there's two easy fixes here. I can dramatically reduce my loan amount. So let's move it to 100 grand. Oh, that's $1 million. That's definitely not going to work. 100 grand, 48%. Let's give them no debts. I'm going to delete this debt. 44. We're getting closer, guys. Let's add some income. $500. Boom. We did it. We're now qualified. This is what we're looking for, the green qualified status. Okay, but maybe they're at 150,000 purchase price. What's going to happen? Oh, 45.5. But you know what? I ran to you and I got approval at 48. So I know for this client, 45.5 is okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust my restrictions. I'm going to go to 48% for this client. Now any change you make here only affects this customer's loan. It doesn't go to your corporate settings or your loan officer settings and affect anybody else. I'm just affecting the qualification for this borrower. And as you can see, this little gray line represents the leftover between what their DTI is now and what the guidelines that you built say they can qualify for. Now, you can also establish different loan programs. So you see here I've got a couple different programs tied to this loan. And if I need to adjust or modify the list of available programs for this customer, I click this button. It's going to open up the loan program screen, and I can use the drop down to make programs available for the client. Okay, now I'm not going to save that change. Let's go ahead and go back in. See, we're golden now. We're looking for this green scenario. Now on the customer side, it still says not qualified for them. So the next and last step, once you get this dialed in, okay, whether it's adjusting their income, adding seller contributions, adjusting their MI factors, the upfront MI, all that stuff can be dialed in there. You need to reset your borrower scenario, okay, because they've been using the calculator. They have their own version. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the borrower's version. I'm going to click reset, which forces the customer to use my scenario that I built as their kind of default framework. Now, of course, your clients can go in there and change the price and the taxes, the insurance, and all the data because they're going to be using it when they're shopping. But I need to reset it to give them the firm foundation that I built for their qualification. Okay. Now, this is an amazing tool and feature for both your borrowers and for your real estate agents. You know, learn it, leverage it, pitch it to realtors, pitch it to buyers, and it is going to bring you higher conversions, more referrals, and less work. So enjoy.